Hi, everybody, and you're probably wondering what the heck is going on. So, welcome to the Coffeecast, where we are once again very responsibly socially distanced. And the reason why will probably shock you. Hi, Megan, how's things?
Hey everybody. Well, I'm okay. First of all, no
Yeah.
worries. But someone I know that I've been around and my family has been around has symptoms of COVID. He was tested today, so we'll know more. But from this morning, as soon as I got the phone call, I realized that the most socially responsible thing to do would just be to self-isolate our whole family until his test comes back, hopefully negative, and then we can go back to being socially responsible in public with our mask and our hand washing and our distancing.
Yeah, because August 1st, we're going to start having a lot of people come back to the island. And I've been watching the news, unfortunately, on the mainland, and there's a lot of different scary clusters popping up. I mean, just as a I'm your friend and I want to know, are you okay?
Well, when I got the news, I ran through the gamut of emotions, uh, mostly settling on anger.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to feel angry than it is to feel fear. And as it's unknown at this point, I don't really feel too much fear, just more angry that this person didn't choose to quarantine themselves. They had left island, they went to a hot spot on the mainland, and they came back from the continent, and they chose not to self-quarantine, and they've been around quite a few people. I don't know how serious this truly is. I'm taking it seriously because I am a person that works with the public, and although I always have my mask on and I wash my hands thousands of times a day, it's my responsibility to take care of myself, right? And to make sure I don't hurt anybody else.
Okay, so before this interview goes any further here, just doing this for my own protection, okay? Just not trying to get sick at all.
Pretty sure I can't infect you through the computer, so even
You've
our
heard
viewers.
of computer viruses. Let's not take any chances.
Well, I'm not taking chances, I'm going to just be safe and my family's going to be safe. And hopefully by Monday, we should know that everything's all clear and we can go back to being socially distant in the public and being safe on that level. But in the meantime, I believe it's our responsibility to self-isolate.
Now, this is one of the things that kind of gets me about this whole COVID-19 thing. It's one of the first times that we've actually had to have a talk with people about their selfishness and the impact of their selfishness on others.
On so many levels. And I want to just plead with anyone who may watch this that in Maui County, masks are mandated to wear in public places. And I know it's kind of a hard habit to get into, but we're a month into that already. So you should have plenty of masks. They should be in rotation. They should be being cleaned daily. And it shouldn't be the cashier's responsibility to tell you to put a mask on when you walk through the door.
Yeah.
It's all of our responsibility to take that on for ourselves and for our community, right? For the greater good.
Definitely. And the thing is I don't know if you know this, I look really attractive when you cover up like 70% of my face.
Oh, Shaggy, stop it.
I'm just saying, mask can have a benefit. Like, nobody knows that I have resting bitch face anymore. They think I'm smiling.
I've had a few times where, hi, Leila. Anyways, I lost my train of thought, but really, I guess it's going to be a kind of a short and sweet coffee cast because the news is make good choices, respect the community around you by making good choices, and when August 1st comes around, we should all be aware that our beautiful, safe little bubble of Maui is going to have a 10 to 15% slip through, even with this. Ooh.
That's a lot. 10 to
Yeah.
15%?
Yeah, that's what's predicted. And so I feel like as a community, we've gotten very comfortable because the cases have been pretty non-existent for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been coaching my staff and coaching my personal community that when August comes around, we need to really tighten down again. We need to have the sanitizer in our car. We need to, all the things that have been stated over and over again by WHO and by CDC. We should listen to this. And I have people that have all these other theories about what could be happening behind COVID. Mm-hmm. And I don't have any answer to that, except for you should think the worst case scenario in this. If it's real, mm-hmm. and it could potentially kill your mom, you should make good choices.
Yeah, you definitely should. And when it comes to these, I found out that it is surprisingly easy to sanitize your mask.
Yes.
Yeah. So the method that I use is an old tea kettle, boiling water on the stove. As soon as that thing is nice and piping hot, I soak my mask in boiling water for about 3 minutes, pull it out, and run it through the normal wash cycle. Usually something like that can be done good 5-10 minutes. And if you're somebody that you're like, well, I only have one mask, so what do? Well, when you come home at the end of the day, tea kettle, boiling water, put it in there and let the thing air dry overnight. It's ready for the next day and it's already sterilized for you. The great thing is that and this is one thing that really gets me is people always tell me, you shouldn't like believe everything you hear, like soap. How is soap supposed to fight something like COVID-19? You're going to love this. Megan, did you know viruses are really fat?
They're covered in fat, and that's why they're so hard to kill.
Yes, but soap breaks down that fatty, what's called the lipid layer around a virus. And since viruses are crystalline structures, more akin to glass than they are to anything organic, essentially they shatter. Once the fatty lipid cell is gone, boom, the virus shatters and it is unviable. Now, I guess it goes without saying that it's just 20 seconds of this and you can kill a whole lot of that virus. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to consideration, I'm gonna be like a little weirded out if we're gonna have to do the Coffeecast in a bubble for a while.
I was really enjoying our Coffeecast at the cafes again, and I've been considering August and how I can help protect my community and looking at different things we can do. And that's why I decided today, instead of pretending like this isn't happening, I wanted to be honest and let people know that it's okay to make a choice to self-isolate if you want to protect the people that you love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's really easy to do too, because if you want to come by the shop, you still do the curbside, you still do the app, and then for God's sakes, you can use the app or you can use Bite Squad to have the food or coffee sent to your house, and they do contactless drop-offs where they'll set the food down and leave, and then you can grab your stuff as you need it. So there's a lot of options that you guys give people just to be safe at the Wailuku Coffee Company. And it just goes without saying, this episode, particularly, no matter how safe you are, you always can be safer.
It's true.
Yeah.
So our family is choosing to take the safest route possible. Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll have really great news on next week's show.
Yeah.
And it'll all just be.
And if not, this is going to be the way that me and you talk to each other from now on, because I am not taking any chances.
Yeah, we don't want to take chances, folks. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you would like to, I don't know, follow along and see what happens, yeah, it might be a good time to remind people you can subscribe, share, and like this video. And you know, just in the meantime, try to stay safe, Megan. I'm going to miss you while you're in isolation, but may I recommend uh, nothing. Just stay at home. Don't do nothing. Don't go anywhere. Don't go. If you need something, I will have a drone send it to you. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay? Just try to
We're
stay
good.
safe. And
We're
for
good.
yeah,
We're
for
stocked up. We are very blessed. We have a beautiful place to lay our heads at night and a fridge full of food. So we are going to be just fine. Don't you worry about me.
nice. Well, for everybody else, try to stay safe out there and remember what Megan said. This is about consideration. So be considerate of others. Wear your mask. Keep your social distance. And for God's sakes, if you think that you've been exposed, self isolate. Tell somebody, tell everybody. Because one of the things that stops COVID 19 is something that we call contact tracing. And that's where every contact that one person has had that has the disease, we go to them and say, you need to be tested, you need to isolate, things like that. So it's just a consideration test, this whole COVID 19 thing, isn't it?
Consideration and intelligence, I'd say.
Mm. Well, until next time, let's hope my intelligence gets better with how computer viruses work. Like, subscribe, and share the Coffeecast. And until next week, stay safe, everybody.